School, and welcome to the Crow's Nest. I'm Kason.
And I'm Jalen, and today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2020.
At this time, let us pause for a moment of silence.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our message for today is about being content with what you have.
No one enjoys being around complainers. Life isn't perfect for anyone. If you choose to be cheerful, others will be driven to you because of your positive attitude. Try to see the glass half full instead of half empty.
I was in the police academy and I got injured.
I ended up that my grandpa has prostate cancer.
I lost my dad in January of this past year.
On April 19th, I faced a life-threatening surgery, which had caused me to be paralyzed. And my major concern was that I could not walk again, but as you see, I am here. And I've got work to do.
The glass is half full. Could have been worse. Look on the bright side. When life knocks you down, these are the things you hear people say. I mean, there's no way what they're telling you could actually be helpful, could it? Well, buckle up. Because psychologists have found that a substantial amount of your happiness in life is determined by your ability to focus on the positive. We gathered a group of volunteers who experienced a significant and sometimes difficult life event in the past year. First, we handed them a test to gauge their current level of happiness. Now, in order to be super scientific, we split them into two groups, a control group and a variable group. Now, what about that control group? Well, we asked them to think about something that they had no opinion on whatsoever. They didn't feel too strongly about it one way or the other. And then we asked them to share that story with us.
So here's what I wrote. I found apples to be rather neutral because they don't really taste particularly good or bad.
I think the color yellow is a nice color. People like the color yellow because it looks very nice, and that's all I had to say about yellow.
The feeling I get when I watch a show that I think is just okay when I really don't want to watch it is a feeling of not wanting to be there, wanting to get up and just get ready to go.
For the variable group, we brought them in, sat them down, and asked them to think of a recent time in their life when they experienced something positive, maybe something they achieved, something good that happened to them, something good they did for somebody else. The idea was to put them in a positive state of mind. We asked them to focus on the details and three strengths that they had. Of those three, we told them to choose their biggest strength and tell us a story that showed off that quality of theirs. Would you mind reading for us what you wrote?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I wrote, I have a top-notch quality of caring and being sympathetic with those people close to me.
I have a talent for and a gift for helping young people who don't like school, helping them to become intelligent and enjoy learning.
The one quality I like most about myself is that I'm very caring towards other people. I do a lot of volunteer work, which is good for the person in need and lifts my spirits immensely.
My most strongest strength is my knowledge. Not only because it's a tool I use on a daily basis, but also because it's a tool that helps me get myself out of a lot of trouble.
My favorite part of my personality is basically my self-motivation. Because when a lot of people doubt me and tell me that I can't do stuff, I just take the stuff that people say I can't do and use it as motivation and then just prove them wrong in the end.
The one thing I ask everyone to do is to be your authentic self. Stand up and be who you are no matter what. What you think of me is no concern of mine.
Well, my uncle was doubting me, calling me dumb and stuff like that. And then they was telling me I wasn't gonna pass the California high school exit exam, I was a dummy, I was a failure, and other stuff like that. But then I passed it. So then that was when I just realized that all the doubts that people give me, I just use it as a motivation and just use it to keep moving on.
When they were finished, we had them take another test. After they finished, we measured their happiness again to see what kind of effect the positivity exercise had. Now, keep in mind, our findings show an instantaneous increase in happiness. Changes ranged as high as 43% increases in happiness to drops as low as 31%. And for those who did the exercise, we saw a much narrower range. For some people, happiness went up 18%, and the lowest drop was as little as 6%. So, maybe instead of focusing on your weaknesses, you should focus on your strengths instead.
For lunch today, our menu will be buffalo pizza crunchers or chicken bites, mashed potatoes, green beans, and a pear, or you can choose a PB&J grab-and-go or a grilled chicken salad.
Have you made your New Year's resolutions yet? Our crew will be out today to ask you about your goals for 2020. But for now, we have one to get you started. Did you know that students who are chronically tardy or absent from school have a much higher chance of dropping out of school? Among other things, good attendance teaches us a life skill that we will use our entire life. Being accountable by being where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to be there. Make it one of your resolutions to be to school on time every day and only miss to school when absolutely necessary. And look for more information soon about how you may be rewarded for your good attendance habits.
The Crow's Nest would like to wish a very happy birthday today to Ian Kennedy, Britton Green, and Bodie Scott. Enjoy your special day.
That's the view from the Crow's Nest.
Make it a great week.